Oh, boy. Alan Kagawa, what are your thoughts here? Do you think she is cornered the way Philip has described tonight, that she now has to testify to explain some of this stuff? I mean, selling jewelry and dishes. This doesn't sound like, we're just going to take a little trip just to refresh in Vietnam.
I think absolutely she has to testify. But however, with this one particular thing, I don't think it actually carries as much weight as the jail informant, as well as her reactions to the recording. And the one reason for this is Charlie was just convicted, Magbano was convicted, Garcia was convicted. Everyone associated with this case was convicted. So I think the defense actually has a decent argument of saying at this point, she just thought she wasn't going to get a fair trial, and she might be considered, she may be considering leaving just because of that.
That's interesting. That's a way to twist it, Ellis, right? Like, hey, listen, I don't trust this government. They're out to get us. They've got a target on our back, so we got to get out of Dodge.
So when you're looking at this type of consciousness of guilt flight evidence, there are two things there's one thing that you mainly want to do, which is provide what's called an innocent explanation. Now, in this instance, when she was looking matters. Because one of the first things you're looking for is notice, like, do I know they're investigating me? Because that does matter. In this case, my colleague is correct. The fact that there was just a conviction of her son on the theory that she essentially planned it, in essence, that means that we know what's coming. So the fact that she was trying to leave that situation does help that argument.
Philip Dubé, are you shocked by all this evidence and all these things that they've done? The lack of sophistication. And this, again, Charlie's convicted, so we know the Adelson family is in on this, right? We're trying to figure out if Donna is. But, like, all of this stuff, the way they did everything here just seems like the amateur hour for people who probably think they're smarter than everyone else.
Am I shocked? Yes. And I make no bones about it. I grew up in a Jewish home. If somebody in the family crosses us or there's a divorce and they want the kids and they want to relocate, we don't blow their heads up. Instead, we don't invite them over for Shabbos. We don't invite them to the bar mitzvah. We don't invite them to the Sukkot hut or to the Purim carnival. Far be it from us to arrange a hit. So it is wild. It's weird. We don't see that very often. Frankly, it's mind-boggling. Now, having said that, what I am really seeing here as to Mama Donna, and it doesn't necessarily have to be faith-based. It's any mother, and in this case, a grandmother. I don't think this is consciousness of guilt. This is consciousness of fear of what I call the injustice system. In her mind, she really believes that her kid was railroaded. She just watched her son Charlie go down on a conspiracy to kill and got LWOP, life without parole. And now the injustice system is coming after her and she's terrified. And what is she doing? It's like she's holding a swap meet to get rid of all the household goods because she's terrified. I don't think it's really such a stretch or so unusual to say that when somebody is in fear and as desperate as she was, that you do and say desperate things. But she needs to explain that to her jury. Otherwise, as presented, it's not looking good. And you know what else is really bad?
Well, I just want, one second, Philip. I just want to make a point here that, like, after hearing you make that explanation, I think you've made that argument in court before. Why do I think like that's not the first time that you've made that argument? Because maybe you had one or two clients who maybe tried to leave town when police were looking for them. So, Alan, where are we in this case? Like, are we at the point now where, because the smoking gun in a case like this would be like a recording ahead of time or someone sitting down with Donna, but it's always like there's intermediaries, right? Like Don Corleone would, not Don Corleone because he was innocent, he was a good guy. I'm talking about like a John Gotti would never directly have that conversation with the hitman, so that didn't happen here. Do you think prosecutors have done enough here that this jury can be convinced by all the circumstances here that Donna clearly is the one pulling the Corleone strings?
I think as of right now, the prosecution has done a pretty good job. However, they have left a couple holes, and I do believe that ultimately it may come down to Donna actually taking the stand and testifying.
Ellis, what do you think that's going to be like if she takes the stand?
I think that it's going to be
this is what I want to ask you.
Right.
Is she gonna seem like a victim, kind of like this grandmother that we were talking about, that Philip was talking about earlier? Or is it going to be the Donna that is the more forceful Donna that we've heard in the recordings that we've seen before?
I think that the hot mic moment did reveal a lot about how she's going to come across. She did not think that was being recorded. That was a pretty genuine conversation, and I think that came across pretty credibly, right? She didn't know she was being listened to, so that is what she obviously would be like, I think. So I think that's what we're going to expect.
All right. Thanks so much, Alan Kagawa, Ellis Palavidas, and Philip Dubé. Have a great weekend, gentlemen. All right, when we come back, I will reveal something else you need to know tonight. Plus, coming up next.